All right, it's the batteries. Um, I got the power supply set at like 13 volts, 12.9, and it won't even kick on until it gets a couple of tenths under that, and then it slowly ramps up. So this thing wasn't helping on that last run. I didn't even hear it kick on. But I ran it a couple of runs, and I checked the voltage over there. I checked the voltage there. I checked the voltage there, and I checked it on the batteries, and it all drops down to 12.9. It'll hold like 13.56 up to about 400 amps, and then it starts nose diving. And at about 700 amps, because it won't get to 750, because it's dropping, gets a little over 700 amps, probably around 720 or 730, something like that. Um, it just drops to 12.9 volts. And I tested this meter on this side, because if you remember, I got those in parallel. And I remember I told you if I check wattage there, it won't read nothing there because it doesn't see anything coming in. But right here it does. And the last run I got, it was at 12.9 volts, about 720-30 amps. At 1 ohm, we got 7298. Also, I checked the voltage drop, and the max voltage drop I got across that over 700 amps was 32 millivolts, which is nothing. So that's working fine. I kind of suspected that, but those are fine. That's very negligible right there. That's 0.032 volts. The shunt, I know the shunt's right, because if it's more than 75 volts, it would peg that meter out, so it's not that. But this is pretty stiff. The connection's good from the batteries to here, because it's the same damn voltage drop at that wattage from the amp to the batteries. So it's not the wiring, it's not that, it's not that. Now last night it was, when I showed just one run, I was getting about a volt drop on there, but the other run right here took care of that. And that's 2-aught. This is welding lead, okay? 2-aught is about like 1-aught oversized car audio wires. I believe it's like close to 2-aught welding lead. And this stuff has real fine strands in it, and it can handle that current. This stuff never gets warm, no matter how many amps you run through it. And I prefer to use welding lead. So everything from here on up to that block is 4-aught. And if you see, I got those bolted right on top of those wires. Those are 1/4-inch runs right there, and it's got a piece of metal on this side underneath that connects them all. So, like I said, I got 12.9 here, and 12.9 at the batteries, just running on batteries. So we can try this again. I'll show you how much this drops. So here goes. And it's just on batteries right now. Uh-oh, what happened here? My volume. Oh, I'm on 1 kilohertz. It went to the next track. Here we go. Oh, I'll reset that. Here it goes. Watch this. 12.9, 742 amps. We got 7,214 watts that time at 1 ohm, and I ran it up to clipping. So, big for nothing battery bank. And also, I got this little thermal right here, and I checked all the connections and everything. turn this light off here. And I really see nothing hot under there. It's all like 70, 80 degrees. No hot batteries. Maybe that's just the nature of these batteries, because these do run at a lower voltage. Let's see what the resistors are looking like. Yeah, the little resistors got a little warm. Yeah, 126 degrees. That's still not that hot. If y'all don't know, anything 160 degrees or hotter has to have a warning label on it, because 160 degrees is the point where it starts burning the skin. When I work offshore, if we got any pipes or anything that's about 160 degrees or hotter, we definitely got to put a sticker on it. Any lower than that is considered safe by OSHA. So I'm sorry for disappointment, y'all. I can test some smaller amps for now until I can figure out what I'm gonna do. Those power supplies are around 600 bucks, and to get it here, you're gonna pay a little over 700. And then you got to run another 50 amp service to it, and I did put the 50 amp breaker back on there, y'all, in my box in there. I did run number 6 wire to this. It is a 50 amp service, and the reason being is in the manual that breaker is 50 amps, and you can see it up under there. I believe it says it's a 50 amp. So what happens is when you peg that out, it's got a protect circuit. It starts trying to go in to protect if you pull more than 500 amps. So that's what's happening there. I did turn it on and slowly ramp it up and had it running about 480 amps, and it was just fine. And it charged them batteries up really fast at that kind of current. And technically you can charge that bank like it is at, I believe it's 720 or 60 amps max. And I didn't get any venting or anything like that. No swelling, but those batteries are old. I think they're a few years old. I think the guy I got them from Jag 35, and you can't get them anymore. Those are UASA batteries right there, the LEV60Fs, and they're kind of a bastard battery. But I thought I got a deal on them, but I mean, they still do okay, but that's a lot of battery for, you know, it's supposed to be capable of 2,000 amps, a little over 2,000 amps. I didn't think it would be dropping that much. I mean, that's still good though. Still holding almost 13 volts at almost 750 amps. Guess it's okay. But what else? Oh, another thing I did here. I'll show you what I did here. Just to protect the contacts in there. It's like when you first hook up an amp and there's no voltage there. Before I turn those on, I put me a light bulb. And I put a 1157, and I wire both filaments, so this will do this quick. Went to O'Reilly's, found a little $5, $6 horn button, and I still gotta neaten that up, but I just got it across there. And if you mash this, you see it charged the capacitors up in the amp, and once you do that, you can turn that on no problem without arcing inside there from charging those capacitors. Also, I had these kind of cheap RCA's, and this is a just a little switch. These RCA's came with a wire here, remote wire, and I hooked it up to the 12-volt switch back there. And see, it's showing protect because the voltage is low. I guess it's flowing something through that. Let's see. Oh, I had the thing on with the remote on. Yeah, it's fine. So, well, I guess that's it for this video. Y'all see why now I want that Weschler with the peak hold? Because if you're not watching that thing, man, it goes kind of quick. This current meter right here. So I guess I'll get that back in 8 weeks, and I gotta put that shunt up under there where that 1500 amp one is. I wish I had a meter that had a min-max right here for the battery bank. And this thing right here, guys, I'm kind of disappointed in this. I got this from AmpLab, and I'm not bashing on AmpLab, but when you put this thing in min hold, it does it within like a couple of seconds, and then it goes back to normal mode. So this is almost useless, man. And that thing was, I don't know, what, 70, 80 bucks for that damn thing. I mean, it's a good little meter, it's accurate, and it's fast. But man, they could have put it to where it holds the minimum and like blinks or something, and then you have to hit the button to clear it. I don't understand that shit. So, and also I have the differential probe I showed y'all the other day on this. I find it works great. And man, I think that's it. Well, for everybody that's followed along, I appreciate y'all watching. I have some smaller amps like that that old directed audio HCCA D5000. It's only, I think it's only 2,500 watts. This will do fine on it. It'll damn near power supply power that thing. We'll dyno that, and I didn't do all like 1% and all that on this because everybody's seen a base 8K being dynoed plenty of times. I'm just glad my little homemade dyno works. And it seems to be holding its resistance pretty good, because I did about, before I did this video, I probably did about 8 or 10 back-to-back dynos at 1 ohm on this thing. So it seems to be doing well. All right, I think that's it for this one, y'all. Peace out.